Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to yet another super cool, super awesome, and absolutely amazing lecture on the chapter Excretory Products and Their Elimination. So, in this particular section, that is lecture number 1, we will be discussing about the types of excretion, and I give you the promise that this would be a very short session. Okay, so give me thumbs up on the screen if you are ready for the super amazing session. Sorry for the delay. I hope there is. Yes, good morning, Nila. Good morning, Shraddha. Yes. So let's move with this amazing session without wasting any more time. Okay. So excretory products and their elimination. Oh my God. Guys, am I audible? Just comment me. Am I audible? Shraddha and Nila, am I audible? Please comment me whether am I audible or not. Yes, thank you so much. So we are discussing about excretory products and their elimination, and we are talking about the lecture number 1. That is, in this we'll be discussing about the different type of excretory materials, the excretory products, and how we are classifying the organisms into different category based upon the excretion. So beginning with the chapter excretion. So when we are studying about a particular chapter, when we studied about digestive system or digestion and absorption, the first thing that we taught about is the what is digestion, what is absorption. Next, we studied about circulation. So first we studied the definition for circulation. And now we are going to study about excretion. So the first term we have to study is what is excretion, right? Yes. So what is excretion? We already discussed the difference between excretion and egestion in the chapter digestion and absorption itself, right? Difference between or the main difference between excretion and ejection. That is, excretion means it is the removal of metabolic waste such as ammonia, urea, uric acid. So ammonia, urea, uric acid generally or commonly we call it as the nitrogenous waste. We call it as the nitrogenous waste. So the excretion is the elimination of metabolic waste materials like ammonia, urea or uric acid etc. from the body. Yes, Nila, removal of waste food material as the egestion. Egestion is the removal of undigested. You have to use this word. Okay, undigested food material. Removal of undigested food material is called digestion, and removal of harmful nitrogenous waste you will call it as excretion. Is it, Shraddha? Is it? Shraddha, am I telling the correct one? Just comment me. Yes? Fine. Okay. I hope, Shraddha, you are taking the screenshots for making the PDF. So please, at that particular time, please try to just take the slides without my annotations. If I just take a clean slide and write something for you, just you can take that also. Otherwise, just take this picture or the screenshot of the plain slide without any my annotations. And if you haven't got it, please ask me. I'll just wait for 2 minutes for that. Okay, so excretion is the elimination of metabolic waste, nitrogenous waste inside our body. So we have mainly among the different organism around us, we have three different waste materials. So first one is ammonia. Certain organisms excrete in the form of ammonia. Certain organisms excrete in the form of urea. Certain organisms excrete in the form of uric acid. So these are the three main nitrogenous wastes, and this is a small and the only topic which we are going to discuss in today's class. So very important question, very important topic, types of excretion. Okay, so this session will be followed by a small quiz, only 2 or 3 questions. Okay, 2 or 3 questions. Yes, Roshita. Good morning. So listen in the class properly so that you could answer all the questions correctly. So there are mainly 3 types of excretion. First one is the ammonotelism, second one is the ureotelism, and third one is the uric ortalism. Guys, in case of ammonotelism, what? Ammonotelism, the organism excrete their material, nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. And what are the different properties of ammonia? We will discuss in each in separate slides. Ureatylism means those organisms which excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. Uric Ortalism means those organisms which excrete the nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. So ammonotelism, ammonia; ureotelism, urea; uric ortalism, uric acid. So as you see in the example, ammonotelism exhibited by fishes. And why? Because ammonia, NH3, is the most dangerous nitrogenous waste or most poisonous nitrogenous waste among the 3. So they have to be removed. And this ammonia is excreted. The organism that excretes ammonia must be aquatic organism, aquatic mammals or aquatic organism, because the excretion of ammonia requires a very or high large amount of water for its elimination, whereas uric acid will require only a very small amount of water. Okay, first thing we are going to discuss is about the ammonotelism. Okay, first is the ammonotelism. The process of excreting of ammonia, you will call it as the ammoniotelism. Ammonotelism. Give me hearts on the screen, guys. And all the people attending the class, don't forget to click the like button right now to show your support to Biopoint. Yes, don't leave it aside. Just give me hearts on the screen and one like right now. So ammonotelism is the process of excretion of nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. So what are some examples of ammonia? So this is a previous year MCQ. Okay, only Nila in the class. Only Nila and Shraddha in the class. Where are the others? Where are the others? So examples for ammonotelism. Examples for ammoniotelic organism. One by one you will have to study because each thing is a previous year MCQ. Ammoniotelic animals, aquatic invertebrates, porifera, coelenterate, aquatic invertebrates. So all these excrete their nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Aquatic insect, I already told, those organisms which have to excrete ammonia or their nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia must definitely have to be an aquatic organism. Next, we have the bony fishes, then aquatic amphibians. Why? Because guys, ammonia dissolves only in a plenty of water. Ammonia for its dissolution requires a plenty of water. So a terrestrial organism just cannot accommodate to such a high amount of water loss. So as a result, ammonotelic organisms are generally adapted. Ammonotelism is generally adapted by the organism which are aquatic. Roshita, are you there in the class? Next, NH3 is highly toxic or highly poisonous, so their excretion needs excess of water. Very important question. The most highly toxic nitrogenous waste, that is the ammonia, and that ammonia requires a high amount of nitrogenous waste. Amount requires a high amount of what? High amount of water for their excretion. Yes, Sonam. Good morning. Okay, so ammonia is readily soluble in water. Ammonia is readily soluble in water and is excreted by diffusion through the general body surface or gill surface in case of fishes, or as ammonium ions. Guys, this ammonia is highly toxic. The ammonia is highly toxic. The ammonia is highly toxic. So what? Ammonia is highly toxic, so they cannot be retained inside our body for a long time. If any organism, not only humans, if any organism ammonia for a long time inside our body, definitely that might ultimately leads to the death of that species. So as a result, and they require a large amount of water for the excretion. So terrestrial organisms cannot accommodate to excrete their excretory product in the form of ammonia. So they shifted to aquatic animals, aquatic organisms. Aquatic organisms can use a maximum amount of water. In porifera, you might have studied about the water canal system. Echinoderms, you have studied about the water vascular system. Water is plenty, so water acts as a circulating medium, right? So easily it will help them to remove the waste from their body. So for example, in a monotelic organism, the kidney do not play any significant role in the process of removal. So from this particular slide, you have to study this point. The process of excreting ammonia is called monotelism. Then examples: aquatic species, aquatic invertebrates. For example, and for the exam, you will be asked questions. Bony fishes, you will be given a name of a fish. And you will be asked. To identify what is the type of excretion present in that organism. Okay, Sonam? Okay. Next, second one is the ureatylism, and we already told that ureatylism is the process of excreting the nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. So excretion in the form of urea, you will call it as ureatylism. Ureatylic organisms, example previous year MCQ. Cartilaginous fishes. Guys, this is a very important, this is at least 25 times repeated MCQ. 25 times repeated MCQ. Bony, you have to identify this difference. Bony fishes excrete in the form of ammonia. Bony fishes excrete their nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia, but cartilaginous fishes excrete only in the form of urea. Then terrestrial semi-aquatic amphibians such as frog, toad. Then aquatic and semi-aquatic reptiles such as alligators, turtle, and mammals. All these excrete nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. For example, humans excretory material is urea. Can any one of you comment me on the chat box the organ inside our human body that produces urea? The organ inside our human body that produces urea. Can anyone comment me? You have to tell me the name of the organ that produces urea inside our body. When I taught you digestion and absorption, I just made a clear idea about it. I just told you the name of the organ that produces, the organ which produces urea. No one knows the answer for the question? Absolutely, Roshita. It is the liver. Guys, everybody take it down. The organ which produces urea, it is the liver. So in liver, yes, it's over here. Okay. So in liver, the ammonia is highly toxic. So this ammonia is converted into a less toxic urea, which requires only a moderate quantity of water, for the excretion. So some amount of urea may be retained in the kidney matrix to maintain a desired osmolarity. What is an osmolarity? A balance between the water and the electrolyte concentration. So everybody's body, we have a balance for everything, right? So in order to maintain an osmolarity, what happens? Some amount of urea might be retained inside the body of the organism itself. Okay. Last one is the Uric Ortalism. The process of excreting uric acid, you will call it as the uric acid excretion or Uric Ortalism. Guys, the most and the favorable example, the common example is the birds. In case of birds, you might have seen this. The birds contain a black along with a white appearance, right? A black along with a white appearance. So guys, this is the excretory product and uric acid. This is the uric acid excretion type in case of organism. In case of lizards also, In case of lizards also, their excretory product, their excretory material is a black and a white in color. Am I right? So it is the uric acid excretion, or those organisms are referred to as uricotelic organism. So it is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water. And guys, one important thing that I have to tell you, if a question just comes, the type of excretion, which type of excretion is found in bony fishes, which type of excretion, question comes, so the answer should be what? Ammonotelism. The answer should be ammonotelism. And name the what? Name the type of organisms that excrete. Answer should, if it is organism, then it should be ammonotelic. Ammonotelic organism. Just remember like this: ammonotelic organisms. Ammonotelic organisms, and the type you will call it as ammonotelism, ureatylism, uricotelism. Okay, so no water. So water is not required for excretion because the uric acid in water. For example, certain insects, some land crustaceans, land snails, and some terrestrial reptiles and birds. Almost all the birds what shows the formation of uricotelism. For example, ureatylism and uricotelism are required or needed for water conservation. Fine. So moving on to the last slide of today. I told you from the beginning itself we have a short class today, because I hope sometimes any issues may come. So if it is a small portion, then definitely we'll be able to take it, right? So very important slide. Someone please take a screenshot for this. Very important slide. Just take a screenshot for this. Excretory organ. We have studied all these things in the chapter Animal Kingdom. We have studied all these things in the chapter Animal Kingdom. Under each phylum we have studied. Okay, so all at a glance, flame cell, which is commonly known as protonephridia, found in platyhelminthes, rotifers, some annelids, and cephalochordates. Very important, at least 20 times repeated previous year question. Nephridia is the excretory organ in annelids. They will be, sometimes they may be asking you, nephridia the following, or else they may be asking annelids, the excretory organs of annelid is, then the option will be nephridia, or else they will be asking you a question that is match the following. They will be giving all these things and they will be asking you to match up. Okay, or else some other kind of a question, some tricky question may come. They will be giving you the name of the organism, the examples, and tapeworm, then hookworm, all these things belong to, or the excretory organ present in tapeworm is, tapeworm belongs to platyhelminthes, so it should be a flame cell or protonephridia. Next one is the Malpighian tubules. It is insect. When you studied about cockroach, you studied about the Malpighian tubule. Malpighian tubules you studied. Malpighian capsule is in human beings. Yes. Next is the green gland or the antennal gland, which is found in the crustaceans such as prawns. This thing you might have observed. You might have observed the green gland or the antennal gland. Below the antenna, you have some antennae in case of the prawn, which you eat. So you may appear a green colored portion in their head region, which is referred to as a green gland. Near the antennae, you will have the green gland. Next, last topic or the last one is the kidney, which is found in the higher organisms, including what? Human beings. Including humans, you will have the excretory material or the excretory organ as the kidney. So this is the end of today's class, and this is the topic which we will be beginning or starting in the next class. Okay, so aquatic organisms will always remove their excretory material in the form of ammonia, then urea by certain terrestrial organisms, then uric acid by birds and other organisms. I hope you might have listened very carefully. So let's have a quiz time now. Give me hearts on the screen if you are ready for the quiz time. Of the few questions from this session. Few questions from this session. Ready for the quiz? Give me thumbs up on the screen or hearts on the screen. Yes? You have to comment me the answer on the chat box. Okay, as each question appears on the screen, I think only 2 or 3 questions. I don't remember. I think two or three, maximum 3, not more than that. So you have to comment me the answers on the chat box. So all your eyes on the screen. First question on your screen. Major nitrogenous waste products in uricotelic animals like rabbit and other mammal is. Comment me the answer: uric acid, urea, ammonia, or amino acid. Shraddha, you can take the screenshot for this along with the answers also. Okay, take the screenshot for this also. Major nitrogenous waste products in uricotelic animals like rabbits and other mammal is. I'll give you 10 seconds for answering this question. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Where is Nila and Shraddha? Where is Nila and Shraddha not commenting any answers? 3, 2, 1, and let's see the correct answer for the question. It is urea. Absolutely, Roshit. Shraddha, is it uric acid? Is it uric acid? Given in the question, read the question carefully. Uricotelic animals. What are uricotelic? Ureatylic. This is not uricotelic. It is ureatylic. Yes. Okay. Uricotelic is, or uricotelic organism is what? Uric acid, ammonotelic ammonia, ureotelic uric acid, not it is urea. Uricotelic, it is uric acid, and most probably in mammals, in almost all the mammals, you would see only what type of nitrogenous waste? You will see only urea as the excretory material. Shraddha, have you understood right now? Have you understood? It's not uric acid, it is urea. Take care. Second question on your screen. Chick excrete their secretion in the form of ammonia, urea, uric acid, crystals of guanine. Guys, chick, you know, I hope. Small hen, baby hen, you will call it as a chick. Just look at that. Chick is the bird. Chick is a bird, and comment me the answer on the chat box. Chick excrete their excretion in the form of, one answer from Roshida as option C. 10 seconds I'm giving you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's check the correct answer, and the correct answer is uric acid. And the correct answer is uric acid. Why? Because chick is a bird. Chick is a bird, and almost all the birds excrete their material in the form of uric acid, so they are called uricotelic organism. If you're clear up to this much topic, give me hearts on the screen, and we are going to wind up today's session. And all the best for your evening exam. Hope you all do well. Easy questions from all the chapters. Okay, study dot products, cross product from physics, then projectile. All these things. For in case of chemistry, study all the periodic properties, atomic radii, size, then how they are related with bond length, bond elements you have to study. Okay. Okay, score good marks, be the topper, everybody. I hope you all will be able to score, almost all the students will be able to score about 120, 130 marks out of 140, because you have two really easy questions. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow in the next class. Bye bye.